Hello friends, sometimes people will message me and ask, do I need a travel agent for my Leh Ladakh road trip, or can I plan my Ladakh trip on my own? Like, it is such a remote region. How will I know where to book a taxi, what roads lead where, what plan is good and what is bad, or at what places do I need to stay overnight? Well, these are some very common doubts among many of those folks who are confused between planning their own Ladakh trip or taking help with a tour agent or a travel planner, or even consider buying those OTA travel packages to get some handsome deals. Today in this Express FAQ series on traveling to Ladakh, I'm going to clear all these doubts in detail. So let's get started. Well, it depends on person to person for choosing to have a travel agent or a tour planner or plan a Leh Ladakh road trip on your own. Of course, if you're planning the Leh Ladakh trip on your own, you will need some help, and those help are available on various online forums or websites like mine, DevilOnWheels.com, or channels like this, where you get all your questions answered. I will still like to point out some of the pros and cons of planning your own Ladakh trip or buying a package tour from a travel agent or even online travel portals in some handsome deals. Firstly, when you plan a trip to Ladakh on your own, you get an advantage of a customized itinerary, your own choice of accommodation, control on quality of stay, and above all, flexibility in the plan. But the downside of it is that you need to invest some time in it. You need to search the information over the internet, read reviews, and find right local connections. But thankfully, this channel and my travel blog have got your back over there. On the other hand, when you buy a package tour from a travel agent, you get a peace of mind and an organized tour all along with a single point of contact to connect in case of any issues. But of course, such package tours are going to be expensive in comparison, restrictive in nature of itineraries, and above all, you may not have any idea of what is coming ahead without researching that place. Personally, I always plan all my trips on my own. But why? Don't I like all this hassle-free, comfortable journey with less headaches? Well, I feel the biggest advantage with me planning my own trips is to have full control over my plan. But above all, getting an opportunity to research the place before landing over there without any clue about it. You may have noticed that whenever you plan a trip on your own and do all this research, invest time into its planning, you automatically start to feel personally connected to that place and the locals that you may have reached out to. There is a feeling of belongingness even before the trip starts. And finally, when you discover the place in real, you relate back to it whatever you have read while researching for it. That is the feeling that I do not want to miss, and that's why I plan all my trips. And an indirect benefit of it is that whenever you connect with locals by researching about the place, you help those folks directly. You may end up paying hard cash to them, which is extremely useful for the folks like porters, guides, taxi drivers, or dhaba guys. I know in a package tour as well, I'm sure the locals are involved, but sometimes it is more like a payroll or a credit business. Again, I'm not saying that if you're going with a booked tour, it is wrong. It is completely acceptable, and like I said, it is a personal choice of the individual and what you seek from your trip. So make a choice depending upon what you feel comfortable with. But if you ask me that is it possible to plan a Ladakh trip on your own? Well, the answer is hello yeah. On a similar note, people do ask me a lot that if I plan or sell any tours. Well guys, please note that Devil on Wheels is a travel blog to share information with fellow like-minded travelers like you for free. The mission of the blog is to help deserving locals get a promotion platform for them and for the travelers who can connect directly with them. It has been built for the upliftment of the locals and help the Himalayan travel community. It is 100% not for profit, where every penny earned goes back to the platform to make it better and more useful for both the readers like you as well as the locals. I or anyone from my team neither organizes any tour nor offer any travel packages. Well, the sad part is some people do sell tours or run commercial things with the same name or a similar name as Devil on Wheels with some spelling changes here and there. Please beware of such copycats using my brand name to disguise the fellow travelers like you. In the past 4-5 years, I have heard a lot of complaints about them, and people reach out to me by getting confused with the entities. So guys, please beware of such copycats. This channel and DevilOnWheels travel blog offers sufficient information one can possibly imagine to make a successful Leh Ladakh road trip or other trips to North Himalayan region. Right from the road conditions to the routes to the maps or to the hotel details or day by day travel itineraries or plans or taxi driver contacts or dhabas to eat or any other tips one needs to make a successful and a memorable trip to Leh Ladakh, Spiti Valley, Himachal or Uttarakhand. So all this information will save you a lot of research time, hassle and money of course, and you can use that money to buy something for yourself or to help the ones who are in need in the remote corners of the Himalayas. Now in the end, if you found this video helpful, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you need any help or have any questions on your upcoming trip to the Himalayas, please feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to help you out right away. Till then my friends, Jule and please keep our Himalayas clean.